Now, what are some of the latest findings that couples and just people who are working with weddings and involved with weddings need to look out for when they're considering planning one?
You know, we just completed the 2012 American Wedding Study at Brides, a study we've been doing for 77 years at the magazine, and we've seen some really
Wow.
interesting trends that have come from this year's study. The biggest trend that we've seen is more than two-thirds of couples are either paying for their own wedding or significantly contributing to their wedding, and it's causing all sorts of changes in the actual day. What's happening is when the bride and groom are now paying for the wedding, they feel a greater sense of control over the guest list, what the wedding can feel and look like. So we're seeing themes and personalization all being incorporated to the wedding, and this millennial group of young men and women are doing that more than ever than before.
Wow, now that's a really great point that more people, when you pay for your own wedding, you tend to have a little bit more kind of control over what happens, and you can also control the costs. So with that in mind, what are some things that couples are now looking to spend, would want to kind of splurge and spend a little extra money on, and where do they feel like it's okay for them to kind of, you know, cut back on costs to save money?
You know, I always give couples advice to start after they get engaged to set a budget. And then it's about prioritization, and every couple is going to be different. One of the trends, though, we saw from the American Wedding Study was that the bride will never, ever skimp on how she looks that day. It is her red carpet, it's her red carpet moment in life. She is front and center, and she is not going to skimp on her dress, her hair, her makeup. And it's interesting because we see a trend with the guys caring more and more about this as well. They're actually buying their own tuxedo versus renting it, and a greater attention being paid to the bridesmaids' dresses, which, in years past can be criticized here and then, but a greater emphasis on the cost there. There are a lot of ways for brides to save, and, we give lots of trends and tips at Brides Magazine, but one of the things that we tell them is you can create a great playlist for yourself and maybe save thousands of dollars on a DJ or a band. They're great ways to save on flowers. That can be an incredible expense to any wedding. You can go the morning of a wedding to a local market, send a friend, family member, your events planner to a local market, get beautiful fresh cut flowers there that can be simply arranged in a centerpiece. And there are also great ways to save on wedding invitations. Wedding invitations can be costly. You have invitations for lots of parties throughout the course of your wedding, whether it's the rehearsal dinner or the engagement parties or showers. And there are lots of invitations that you can do yourself, and evites. But I always tell the brides, no evites for the wedding day, but evites for the other events is absolutely fine.